everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Esther and I will be completing the Disney College Program. For this video today, I want to talk about the application process for the Disney College Program. First off, I'm going to talk about my personal experience. I've actually applied to the Disney College Program twice, and both times I did get in. The first time I didn't go to the Disney College Program because I literally waited for the last minute to apply. And the reason why I did this is because I didn't know what the Disney College Program was. I was actually on the train with my boyfriend and somebody he follows posted about the Disney College Program. And he showed it to me because he knows how much I love Disney. So I went home that night, I did my research and found out it was literally the last day to apply. So I did the application as fast as possible. It was reviewed, accepted. Then I got my web-based interview. And then after that, I scheduled my phone interview. As soon as I was done with my phone interview, a couple days later, I got put into Applied, which is basically the Disney College Program waitlist. May rolled around. I really didn't think I was going to get into the program. And then finally in August, I got an email saying that I had been accepted into the Disney College Program. However, I literally would have had to be in Florida a week from then. I already had made commitments to my college with like housing and stuff. So I just decided it was not my time. And so I put all my energy and effort into my spring application. And I thought this was better anyway because my dream role was character performer. And since I'd been so late in the first place, I wasn't able to go to the auditions. So this time I was able to plan and go to the auditions. So the process of applying, there are 3 steps. First, there's the actual application. Second, there's the web-based interview. And third, there is the actual phone interview. So the first application, there's not a lot to this. There's just general information, past job experiences, and then you look at the different roles and you rank them with basically high interest, moderate interest, low interest, or no interest. My basic advice for the application is, first off, do it as soon as possible. So I know that the fall applications just dropped this week. So always stay on top of it and know when the applications are coming out because you have a better chance of getting into the program if you apply right away. The other things with this is you really need to look at the past job experience and put everything into that. You get little descriptions under your job titles and you want to put as much information in that as possible. So there are 4 core values to Disney: show, efficiency, courtesy, and safety. I think it's awesome if you can put some of those words into your past job experiences to show that you have practiced these kind of values that Disney has. So for example, I'd been a teacher at a children's theater before, so I use safety in that because I know that I was responsible for these kids who are younger than me and safety was really important. So that was the way to show Disney that I valued one of their values. So just do stuff like that in order to really highlight your application. The other thing people worry about is the roles. Everyone thinks that you have to put down every single role as high interest. And that is true. You are more likely to get into the program if you are more open to the idea of any role. However, I don't recommend doing that. Really only put down the roles that you would be happy about getting. So if you end up getting into the Disney College Program with a role you really didn't want, you probably wouldn't end up going anyway. So really be selective with what roles you would be happy with within the program. So I think that I put down that I would accept like 6 roles, or I shouldn't say accept, but I had high interest in 6 roles. And I think that's pretty average. I wouldn't put down all of them, but I also wouldn't limit down to just like 1 or 2 either, unless that really is what you want, that you would only be happy with 1 or 2 of the roles. The second part of the application is the web-based interview. So you get an email for the web-based interview after your application has been reviewed and accepted. And this stage comes different for everybody. So this could happen after a couple hours, a couple weeks, or even months, I've heard. So really don't stress about that because it's just different for everybody. This web-based interview asks you a series of true or false questions. And Disney just really wants to get gets to know you as a person and your work ethic. So it really wants to know if you'll be on time for the job, if you're going to put your best effort. So my advice is answer this as truthfully as possible because it's going to catch up with you in the long run. If you're somebody who's always late to your job, Disney's going to figure that out and you're more likely to be termed in the long run. Okay, so the final part of the application is the phone interview. And this is after you've been accepted with the web-based interview and you're given a set of times and dates to schedule your phone interview. Pick a day that you don't have a lot going on. Make sure that you really are available. Communicate with your roommates and let them know when you have this phone interview, because you're really going to want a quiet space where you can concentrate. I say prepare for this interview as well. Watch more of these videos. Look up some things online. Don't over prepare. Don't write down the answers to your questions, because you really want to be yourself. However, you should kind of have an idea of what kind of questions they're going to ask. They asked me more role-specific type questions. So roles that I had a high interest in, they would ask a specific question for that role. For example, one of my top roles was attractions. Something that's huge with attractions is safety. So they asked me, how would I ensure that my guests were safe if I was in charge of an attraction? So you basically want to talk about the efficiency and be like, well, Disney, you want it to be efficiency, you want short lines, but however, safety is most important. So you want to be thorough, you want to check for seatbelts, you want to ensure that all guests are safe. So something along those lines. They also ask more general questions of what Disney means to you. Have you been to the parks before? Also, they'll ask you about roommates, because you are living with I would say 5 to 7 other girls, and they want to know that you have lived with roommates before, and if there's been a dispute among roommates, how you've dealt with that. So the last thing that they're going to do is open up the floor to you and ask if you have any questions. I say take advantage of this. So really have a question on mind that you want to ask them, so that they know that you're really committed to the Disney College program and you've thought about this and you are curious and have questions for them. Other than that, the phone interview is really not that big of a deal. The employees are so nice and they want to make it as easy and comfortable for you as possible. So really don't stress about the phone interview. Then the hard part comes after that, the waiting. So make sure that you're not checking your email all the time. Just don't obsess over it. It's going to come when it comes. You don't have any control over that. So just wait and you'll see soon enough. I think that's all I have for the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.